Hey everyone, SolarPrimal here, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about the recent trailer that was released for the new Pokemon Sword and Shield, revealing some new forms that they're going to be bringing in, which is kind of weird only because they did something already like it, but this one is called Gigantamax, which is apparently different from Dynamax, so cool. Let's have a look at it. As the name entails, it's a little different from Dynamax, but it's very similar. But I believe the differences with this form, as opposed to the Dynamax form, is it applies to certain Pokemon and it gives them a very different look. A lot of people are calling it the thick look, because the ones that they showed, well, truth be told, makes the Pokemon look a little, does kind of this to them. Maybe if my head was a little bigger, but, that kind of thing. And, they're kind of interesting. Obviously, the first one we should talk about is, of course, the Fat Pikachu coming back. Yeah, not too much else to say about that. It's, as it implies, it takes the current Pikachu look and then makes it quite hefty looking, just like the old Game Boy days of Pokemon. And then the tail becomes a little electric bolt, I guess. So it's kind of neat. I don't know. I don't hate it. I'm trying to think of how they're gonna apply this to other things, but I'll get into that in just a little bit. Then we got Eevee, which basically just makes their little mane look much more poofy. And what was interesting where I saw this too was also the little red swirly thing that you usually see for the Dynamax. Normally it was kind of like a halo or something that was centralized. This one was on his ear, so I don't know why they went with that, but it's pretty unique that way, but a little less predictable, I guess. So we'll see how it goes. Then we got Charizard, which was my favorite Generation 1 starter, and holy crap, it looks beef. Like, it reminds me of, if you ever played Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, there was a dragon that was on top of Dragon Roost, and yeah, nice long neck and then big old gut. It's pretty interesting because it kind of takes off notes from, I believe, the Mega Evolution X version for it. So I think that might be some kind of relation. Obviously it makes it much bigger, but we'll see what happens with that. And then there was the Butterfree, which was actually kind of a neat thing that they brought in. I think it's partly because maybe it might play a role. I have a feeling like all these are just being showcased because they may play a role in the anime coming up pretty early on. So they're getting on top of it before anything newer comes up. But the Butterfree looks really cool. It got a little bit of the thick treatment if you look closely to it, but the wings just got like blown out, and basically if it could evolve even more, that would definitely be a natural successor. I like the way it looks. If I look at the picture more, like its antennas go up a little more, it gets more floofy in the back. That's, actually pretty nice looking. And then we got the Meowth. The Meowth Gigantamax. It's gonna be a while before I can say that naturally. It looks interesting too, because instead of it getting thick, it got long. It reminded me of the Twitter feed of someone posting a long cat. If you've been on Twitter, you know what I mean, but yeah, that's what it reminds me of, basically. First thing my wife said was, that looks like cat dog, just without the dog. And yeah, I see it too. It's got a nice little symbol on its payday charm. Not quite sure what it is. It kind of looks like a rose to me, so maybe that might be even more hints at it being a little connected with the anime. Have James with his famous rose with it. I don't know. I'm not sure what was the reasoning behind that, but it's interesting. That's all I can say. Because in the end, I think this does open up opportunities for unique type of Gigantamax evolution. Well, not evolutions, but forms, I guess you could say. I don't think it's gonna be a feature for any of the new Pokemon for Galar, because so far they've showcased a bunch. So far it's actually been all Generation 1 Pokemon, which is fine. I feel like we're gonna get more as the game kind of progresses, maybe at like events, because now that I think about it, most of these were stated to be obtainable through either playing Pokemon, the Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu games, or getting it through a special event. So I think that might be what they might do. They might bring back some old nostalgic Pokemon that you could probably only attain from these special events, and they'll come with the ability to have a Gigantamax form. See? Got it that time. But what does that mean for the Dynamax forms? Well, they're still going to exist. Some Pokemon, of course, will be affected by them and show a different form when they go into that mode. But I don't know. That's the thing. They haven't really shared too much information on the game beyond that. And as much as people hate it, it's kind of working. It's keeping people really interested in wanting to find out anything whenever they make an announcement for more things. And that's smart, because I want to know more. I want to know, is this just going to be a gimmick or what? Because I noticed with these Gigantamax, they all have their own G-Max move? I don't know. It seems like a play off of the Z moves a little bit. But what was even more interesting that I noticed was you could have a Gigantamax Pokemon in the background and still have another Pokemon in front that affects the battle. So I don't know if these Dynamax or even the Gigantamax forms are meant to be some sort of special add-on just for gyms, because they've been showing all these in stadiums so far. I don't know how this is actually going to play out mechanically for competitive, because whenever they did, say, the Mega Evolutions, Z moves, those kind of things, those were things you could do in competitive play, or when you battle other people in the very least, and I don't know how this is going to be applied to that feature of the game. So it's gonna be, I've said interesting more than I care for, but it's true. It's something new and unique, and I want to see where they go with this. And only time's gonna tell. Of course, there's rumors of people that are gonna data mine everything and just spoil everything for us. Personally, I'm gonna try to ignore those if possible, depending on how juicy the details are. And I'm gonna try and just experience the game for myself once it comes out. And I'm hoping for the best. A lot of people are excited. I've been excited this whole time. It's, again, Game Freak trying to do something new. Trying to keep Pokemon alive and going and ready for the next generation of players, whether it be us grown-ups or the kids picking up a Nintendo Switch for the first time, or wanting to get into Pokemon because their parents are into it, or just they like Pokemon because they see it on TV, or they see it in stores, or what have you. So who knows? That's all I really wanted to say about it. There wasn't too much else I could really say about the matter, because, well, we just got those forms, and that was about it. People are happy, people are making memes as usual. I'm content with that. I am curious to see what more they could do with this feature. I hope it's not just a throwaway thing. That's basically my biggest point. But we'll just have to wait and see. So, if you guys have any thoughts about these Gigantamax forms, and let me know if there's a Pokemon you wish that could have a Gigantamax form, because the theme seems to be go big or go home. So, who do you think could go big and go home? Because obviously there's no restriction on it being a fully evolved Pokemon versus a, we'll call it Stage 1 Pokemon. So who knows? That's gonna be... Either way, let me know in the comments down below. I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. And what do you think of this whole Dynamax thing? I just noticed that the microphone is slowly drooping because it was up there and now it's down here. I need a new mic stand. We'll see. I'll have to look into that. Either way, I better end off this video because this microphone stand is getting lower and lower as I talk. It has gotten lower since I've pointed it out. So I feel like this microphone is going to just fall in front of my face. So I better end off the video for now. If you guys like what you see, please subscribe and give me a like on the video if you want more. And again, leave a comment down below what you think about the new news. And until then, you guys, this is SolarPrimal, and bye for now. And I think I'm actually going to invest in a new microphone stand soon. Maybe a new microphone, we'll see. Alright, bye for now.